let's get right into the amazing sponsor that we have right here. The great, I don't even really know how to say this because I was never really sure what it was. Talking about Grant's Old Mill right here on the
Hello, how are ye? Ever be you to Grant's Old Mill, have ye? Well, if you ain't, you ought. I never won the battle at Seven Oaks for nothing, you know. So, have you ever seen a real 19th century, fully operational, water-powered flour mill? Well, what you waiting for? Grant's Old Mill, located at the Portage Trail Crossing. Of course, this one is just a model, but the real one, she's got gargantuan wheels, and they be powered by the mighty Sturgeon Creek. Watch as our volunteers open the sluice and perform the whole process right before your bewildered eyes. Make a donation to enter, and you can exit with a bag of your very own wheat flour, made the old-fashioned way, the way Cuthbert Grant would have it. And don't you be snitching to the Hudson's Bay Company about it neither. So next time you be paddling down the Sturgeon Creek and you have 5 minutes to kill, come dock at Grant's Old Mill. There's a volunteer waiting there for you.
Oh yeah, I love this.
I wasn't. I always thought his name was Grant Cuthbert. I didn't realize it was Cuthbert Grant.
Well, there's a little gag in there that one's just a model, but here's the real one. But that's the whole thing's a model. It's actually that's not the original Grant's Old Mill. It was like taken down, and they actually rebuilt the whole thing later as like a historical monument, but it's not actually a real thing. And I went there not too long ago. And I went in there, you make a donation. There's like 2 people sitting there. And it took me I looked at every display there was. And, I thought about buying some wheat and stuff like that. And it took me about a minute and a half to get through everything. There's no basements or anything like that.
Let me just explain to everybody what this is. So this is basically down the street from where we grew up, right in front of the hospital, Grant Hospital.
The Grace Hospital.
Grace Hospital. Yeah. So there's a little creek, and what you just saw is Grant's Old Mill, and Grant was Cuthbert Grant. Now, I thought we knew him very well. We were calling him by his first name of Grant, and there's this literally like this mill that you see, but we could never go inside it. I don't ever recall going inside the damn thing.
You can go in there. That they're open supposedly from the sign that I just saw there from 10 to 6.
Wow.
I've actually been in there, and like I said, it's not so great. But it's like how that thing powered anything. You got like
what does it do, water. Man? It's like there's an inch of water. It's always a drought there at Grant's Old Mill.
There's nothing.
Sorry, no flour again. We don't got nothing. We can't make any.
Sorry, I missed most of it. I was frozen and went away and came back quickly.
I like the pirate voice that you use. But the most famous thing at Grant's Old Mill is that Wallace and I did a video for Red River College, where we had to do our own rock video, and we did a Power Kings, which was based on Manowar Metal Kings. And one of the scenes, we were walking around in loincloths and Burger King crowns, and one of the scenes is at Grant's Old Mill, and it was Wallace standing in the middle of the creek, just like the skinny little Wallace with kind of the loincloth just going like, ah. And he was so like hard to deal with back then, although if you ask him, he won't say that I was editing this myself because he just filmed it and fucked off. He didn't want anything to do with it. He was the star of the show and he left. So we were trying to edit this together, and it kept stopping right on Wallace's, like it was like an old school version of a Wi-Fi freeze. And I had to cut,
thank you.
I had to cut the scene down from about 5 seconds to just a second. And I was like, Wallace is gonna freak. Like he was so into this scene standing in the creek, and I was like, he's gonna freak, but what the fuck am I supposed to do? We got to cut it. There's a glitch in the system. There's a ghost in the machine, and I ain't talking about Stuart Copeland. And I cut it, and then when he watched it back, he's like, oh, that's great. I love how you just put 1 second of it in, like just a flash, like a subliminal message. I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, that's what
director's cut.
Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. That's great. Nice job, Rybo. I was happy to have the week off. I got my doctor's note and everything. So look at that.
Dr. Lon. Oh, thanks for the bravery, Dr. Lon. We appreciate
great
that.
penmanship.
Thank you.